Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I've got a spine-chilling story that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. Grab a blanket and maybe a friend, because this one's a real creeper. Let's dive into some eerie experiences at a college dormitory that will make you think twice about staying alone at night. It was a humid night, and sweat drenched my body as if I had been caught in a downpour. After that incident, I became increasingly sensitive to strange occurrences. At school, I would occasionally catch fleeting glimpses of shadowy figures, but after graduating high school, things seemed to go back to normal. The shadows disappeared, and life returned to its usual rhythm. Fast forward to October 17, 2021. I began college and decided to stay at the dormitory close to campus. It wasn't just about convenience. As a KIP scholarship student, I was required to live there for a year. The dormitory was new, modern, and felt more like an apartment than a traditional boarding school. It was built on a former plot of land that used to be a sengon and bamboo grove, giving it a slightly eerie feel due to the dense bamboo surrounding it. The first night in the dormitory felt normal. We, the first batch of 20 students, introduced ourselves, listened to the dorm supervisor, and prayed together. Everything seemed fine until the second week. That's when things started to get weird. I began experiencing sleep paralysis and felt unusually cold. It was a chilly adjustment, but one evening, as we gathered for the Maghrib prayer in the hall, something strange happened. The rain was pouring heavily outside, and I sat in the second row near the entrance. My eyes caught a glimpse of a woman with shoulder-length hair, wearing a white dress and having a disfigured face, peeking through the wall and door. The hall was on the second floor, which was mostly empty except for some rooms on the lower floors. I only saw her for a moment before she vanished. When the dorm supervisor arrived, we began our prayer routine. The next day, I told my friend about the strange sighting. Her father, who was visiting, also saw the woman. Her father had special abilities and often helped people with supernatural issues. A few days later, my friend informed me that her father had dealt with the entity. Time passed, and it was UTS season, with online classes still in place. One night, my friend Leah and I were working on our assignments on the staircase leading to the second floor, waiting for the water tank to fill up. It was around 1 a.m. and we were chatting to pass the time. Suddenly, we heard the sound of something being thrown, probably a stone. Who throws stones at a girl's dormitory at this hour? Leah urged me to go back to our room, but I said, just a little longer. Lie. We're almost done, and I want to make sure the water tank is full. It's probably just someone messing around. Though I was scared, I didn't want to head back just yet. After making sure the water tank was full, we returned to our room. Fast forward to the new academic year. The dormitory was now bustling with all rooms occupied. On a Friday night, after the Maghrib prayer, we began reading Yasin Talil. As we finished, a new student sitting next to me suddenly screamed in terror and curled up in a fetal position. Everyone panicked, and I stood by, silently knowing that something was wrong from the start. We started reading Ayat Kursi and called one of the dorm supervisors, Mr. Misbah. When he arrived and calmed the student down, we resumed our icy prayer. The student, Anna, had experienced something similar the night before. She saw someone walking towards the kitchen, mistaking it for me since I often went to the kitchen late at night. However, I had gone to bed earlier that night. Months later, another friend, Ani, returned from campus around 6:30 p.m. As she approached the gate, she stopped abruptly. A large, shadowy figure blocked her path. Luckily, her friends noticed her unusual behavior and helped her inside. and I felt a mix of fear and paralysis, unable to move. Despite these unsettling experiences, we began to adapt. Recently, my roommate and I encountered something strange again. We were on our phones, and my friend suddenly smelled a strong, fishy odor. I didn't notice it at first, but as we closed the door, the smell became overpowering. I decided to ignore it and went to bed since it was already 1 a.m. The next morning, my friend recounted that she had seen a candy figure at the gate between banana trees. At first, she only saw glowing red eyes, but then realized the figure's full form. She recalled that staring at a ghost's eyes could invite them. That night, she dreamt of the candy figure right in front of her face. In life, we can't escape the supernatural. But as believers, we must accept that the supernatural exists. For us, Muslims, believing in the unseen is a fundamental part of faith. To stay safe, always pray for protection from Allah SWT and remain steadfast in your worship to maintain peace and safety in all aspects of life. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you enjoyed this spine-tingling tale, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more creepy stories. Share your own eerie experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. Stay safe, keep the lights on, and remember to always stay curious about the unknown. Until next time, keep your nights spooky and your days bright. See you in the next video.